And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Welcome back and welcome aboard. We are back in Puerto Santa Cruz, and I'm actually really excited for this flight today. And you guys probably say, yeah, you say that a lot, but to be honest, I really am excited about this because we're going to be doing our first island flight in South America. It's going to be our first and last island flight. So today we're going to be heading to the Falkland Islands, which is located in the Atlantic Ocean on the southern tip, off the southern tip of South America. So we are very much at the bottom of South America, and I think after this, if we don't get a flight to the very southern tip, we'll most likely just be heading back up through Argentina, and we're going to be heading right back up to the top of the top of South America, where we'll end our South American tour, as it keeps saying, in Guyana. So that's the plan. All right, flight time today, we're looking at 1 hour and 31 minutes, cruising at 2,000 feet. It looks like we do have some good tailwinds on the way, so hopefully we'll be able to move a little bit faster. Actually looks pretty breezy out there. Current weather at the Falkland Islands, we're going to be heading to Mount Pleasant. Right now we're looking at trying to see. It's kind of blocked right now, but yeah, we're looking at about 9 degrees 9 degrees C. Actually, a lie, we're about 4 degrees C. Winds out of the north at winds out the not the north, the northwest, at about 17 knots. Absolutely clear skies. Clear skies from here all the way down, so we shouldn't really have to worry about that. All right, so we have our engine started. We are basically ready to go. I'm just gonna double check our checklist here. Before taxi checklist, we've already done our pusher test. Avionics are set. We've done the autopilot trim test. We're going to go ahead and set our cabin pressure real quick, which is something that I literally always forget to do now. We're going to put it up to about 23,000 feet. Yeah, about there. It's good. And what else? Alright, cooling and heating as required. Our standby bus is off. EPS light is out. ECS switch is set to auto. Flaps are set to 15. And we've already selected our altitude. Transponder, we're not using it because but it's on. We only really need to use it for like VATSIM or something. AHRS 1 and 2 are checked. Fuel quality and totalizer, we've already checked and reset that, and caused there is no warnings or errors, so yeah, looking good. So here in Puerto Santa Cruz, we're actually going to be departing runway 07. So I'm just gonna look at Navigraph charts real quick. Let's come back to flights. Just make sure I am looking in the right direction. Actually, there's nothing there. So, according to the position that we're at right now, runway 07 is going to be running from our left to right. So we are just gonna turn right, start taxiing, and gonna be on our way. Make sure our taxi lights are on, just so we don't get dinged. And away we go, folks. We're gonna turn right here. This is a bit of a little weird airport. Where you park is really small. So you have to come about halfway down the runway. And go from there. So we're gonna go left. No traffic here. All right, and let's just look at our checklist while we're taxiing. Flight controls are free and clear. I don't have rudder pedals as well, moving all over the place. Flight instruments checked and set. Flight director, put that on go around. Altitude is selected. Heading bug. We're gonna set that as soon as we turn around at the top of our runway, we're just about to take off. Electric trim has been set. EGPWS has been tested, and we've already briefed you guys on what we're going to be doing today, so we are good to go, folks. We're just carrying a load of cargo pretty much. Looks like right wing is going to be that's going to be the move for today. Alright, coming up to the end of runway 7, and good luck for us trying to actually turn this aircraft around, because this is a very tight space and I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Not without going on the grass. This actually be a good day when we could turn. It's looking so. Alright. Wow, it's like the first time we've actually done a tight turn in this aircraft in a long time. Alright folks, so here we are. Alright. Saturday and final items, flaps are 15. We're gonna get our landing lights on. Ice protection is required. Fuel condition lever, set the sky to flight idle. And still no errors in the cars. So we're gonna set our takeoff thrust. Just let everything get settled. Make sure everything is in the green. And brakes off. And away we go, folks. Just trying to maintain the center line. And rotate.
Airborne time logged.
Wasn't the smoothest takeoff. Gear up. I'm going to try and follow the our flight track. Pretty much has us going straight. And we're going to be heading out over the water, folks, which is exciting me. I haven't done a nice water flight in a minute. Let's go flaps up. And I'm just going to try and get the speed up a little bit. Oh man, we missed the town of departure. Alright, just gonna get our nose down slightly just to get our speed to about 150. It's normally what I like to climb at. And we're gonna go autopilot and yaw damper. IAS. Weird, not sure why the autopilot is not actually kicking in. IAS, autopilot. Okay, and let's sync our heading bug. Let's go heading mode as well. And we could switch to nav mode. Alright. Oh weird, like nothing's really happened, so I just want to check. That is weird. First time I've seen this. Autopilot actually on? Now it looks like it's working. Yeah, it's good now. Not sure what's happening there. Alright, so we're climbing nicely. Let's go ahead and get our landing lights off and taxi lights off, complete the rest of our checklist. After takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, yaw damper is on, flaps are at 0, ice protection is still as required. Go ahead and set our climb power. Pressurization is pressurizing, and all of our engine instruments look good. Nothing in the red, so no complaints there. Alright, so we're just going to enjoy the flight as we climb and head up and over the water. But in the meantime, let's have a quick talk about where we're heading today. As always, because we're going somewhere new. Let's talk about the Falkland Islands, folks. So the Falkland Islands are a pretty interesting place. So they're this remote group of islands in the South Atlantic Ocean, about 300 miles off the coast of Argentina. What's really fascinating is that despite their location, they're actually a British overseas territory, just like where I'm from, Bermuda, which has been a point of contention with Argentina for quite some time. So one of the cool things about the Falkland Islands is the wildlife. The islands are home to massive colonies of penguins, 5 different species in fact. So if you're into wildlife, it's like a paradise there. The Falkland Islands are also a haven for bird watchers with over 200 bird species, including the striking black-browed albatross. So the landscape is rugged and wild with rolling hills and windswept coastlines. And because of their isolation, the Falklands have a very unique, almost untouched feeling. The weather can be pretty extreme though, with strong winds and cool temperatures pretty much all year round. So there's also a bit of history tied to the Falklands. They are the site of a brief but intense conflict between the UK and Argentina in 1982. The war only lasted about 10 weeks, but it had a significant impact on both nations. So despite their small population of just over 3,000 people, the Falklanders have a strong sense of community and pride in their home. English is the main language, and the lifestyle is quite laid back, with a mix of farming, fishing, and tourism forming the backbone of the economy. So another fun fact is that Falklands are home to the southernmost Anglican cathedral in the world. In front of the cathedral, there's an arch that's made entirely of whale bones, which is quite a sight. So the Falkland Islands might be remote and small, but they're packed with natural beauty, wildlife, and a unique culture. Alright folks, so we're going to continue our climb up to 21,000 feet. Absolutely beautiful weather for flying today. And when we come back, we'll be starting our descent to the Falkland Islands. Right now it looks like we're going to be doing the RNP runway 28 approach, which should be a nice simple approach. No issues there. But we'll see how it goes, folks. Alright, this is your boy FlyIslandGuy, excited for the island hop, and we'll be back soon. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We start our descent into the Falkland Islands, and it's absolutely huge. I don't know why I didn't realize how big Falkland Islands would actually be, but considering it only has 4,000 people, it's a huge landmass for only 4,000 people, which is pretty crazy. But we should be crossing the airport now to our 9 o'clock. I don't know where it is though, so I'm not exactly sure where it is. Maybe it's like right around here. I don't know. Just a guess. But regardless, we're going to be setting up for our approach. And since we brought up the approach, let's just talk about what our approach is really quick. So, if we bring up Navigraph, we are, boom, here. Under the RNP runway 28 approach, we are approaching from the west and kind of the southwest sort of thing. So we're actually coming to this waypoint here, YP432. And we're just going to be doing the left turn to heading 012 and then left onto 282. That's for arm approach mode, and we should just pretty much have a straight in approach to runway 28. So if we just take a look at the taxi map here, I guess we're going to be coming here to the main apron. So we'll just be kind of taxiing straight down, about 3/4 down the runway. Then we'll be turning off on taxiway Echo to get onto the main apron. Alright, so right now I'm just trying to lose speed. We should be hitting the YP432 waypoint, which will pretty much get us started to do the left turn onto the runway. Or left turn towards the airport, sorry. So we are at 5,300 feet. And what I'm going to do this time is just try and get set up for... Oops, sorry, I'm hitting the microphone. We'll try and get set up for landing as soon as possible. Overall, really good flight. It's been smooth. And it's almost like Falkland Islands kind of snuck up on me, because I was kind of looking out for it the whole time and I didn't see it, and then boom, there it was. It's flying over it. So it may have something to do with the clouds. Not sure, because there wasn't really much clouds in the sky. We're checking out our approach checklist, or our descent checklist. Let's see that we are depressurizing as we come down, which is good. We're descending right now to 2,600 feet. That's gonna be what we're looking for. We are coming into about 150 knots now, and I fully intend to get set up pretty quickly for landing here. Just want to take my time so I can enjoy the approach in. Received a notification for 1,000 feet above. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Coming in early afternoon here. Started out around midday, around 12:30. And we're going to be soon starting our left turn. Once we start our left turn, we'll go into approach mode. We're about to hit 2,600 feet now. We should be a couple nautical miles out from the next waypoint. So we're just going to let our speed drop, and then yeah, start dropping some flaps. We'll get our landing lights on, taxi lights on. So we can do that now. And let's go flaps 1. And should be starting the left turn soon. Oh, now? Sorry. And while we're doing this left mode, we can go into approach mode. Okay. So approach mode is armed. I think I see the glide path on our left here, I believe. Alright. Getting a pretty stiff crosswind from the left, 24 knot crosswind. So we'll crab pretty hard towards the left right now. And I still haven't seen the airport. It should be like right ahead of us. Let's see. Actually, is that the runway right there? I think that's the runway right there. Still kind of hard to see. Alright, so winds are, yeah, really strong. 25 knots is what we're dealing with right now. Alright, so as we continue down, let's go flaps 30, sorry. And we can go gear down as well. Alright, so doing our approach checklist. So, lights are on. We have our radios and navids already set. Altimeter is set. Pressurization is set as well. Inertial separator is open. And we've already done our briefing, so I think we are good to go, folks. Now what I'm hoping is that we start our, it looks like we're starting our descent now. Are we? Nope. See what happens. There's always kind of like a little bump before you start your descent. As I mentioned, the approach mode is on. Just kind of waiting to start our descent. And it looks like it's starting now. Is it? Yeah, starting it now. Good job. We're pretty much all set, folks. I'm just trying right now to hope that we get a smooth landing. While we're here, let's go ahead and do our before landing checklist. We have landing gear 3 green, the landing and taxi lights on, flaps set to 30. Autopilot and yaw damper aren't off yet, mainly because we're just kind of doing our approach. We're on the glide path side, that's what I'm trying to say. Once we get a little bit closer, I'll go ahead and fly this by hand, but we do have a pretty strong crosswind to deal with, so that's why right now I haven't disengaged it. See, our cabin pressure is still decreasing, but it looks like it's heading towards 0 though. Alright, I'm gonna go to idle throttle so that we can really slow down. Alright, give it a little bit of throttle now. Autopilot and yaw damper coming off. It's my aircraft. And we're just gonna fly it in, folks. Doing about 100 knots right now, and I don't want to get too fast. Alright, I'm gonna adjust my rudder just a little bit so I can straighten up. Looking a little bit to the right. We have what? Kind of hard to see. I think it's 2 whites, 2 reds. Okay, now way off. Crosswind has died down a little bit. We're still getting, still moving around pretty good though. Still 2 whites, 2 reds. I'm just kind of riding the rudder trim right now to make sure we stay on path. Right, we're a little right of the runway now. There you go. Still 2 whites, 2 reds, looking good. Now we're a little high. 3 whites, 1 red. 2 whites, 2 red. And a little bit more throttle. Check. A little low now. It's fine. Oh, it's gonna be hard.
Landing time logged.
Okay. That was softer than I thought. It was gonna be a hard one. It looked like it was gonna be hard. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Falkland Islands. Just gonna taxi right to the end of, well, not the end of the runway, but 3/4 down, as I said. So we have to make this left turn right here. Now we're just gonna come off, clean up, and then we're gonna go about our business. All right. Off the runway. Just gonna pause right here. And we're gonna go into ground idle, so we have a little bit of control on the ground. Look up top, landing lights can come off, and flight director comes off as well. This guy is good to go, and that's about it. Let's move forward. Beautiful. Trying to see if there's a marshal around here somewhere. Is that a -7 in the background there? Looks that way. Pretty freaking cool. I've been trying to decide if I want to get that or not. Alright, I think we're just gonna come right here. It's gonna come straight ahead to the fueling station right up here. And we'll pause here, folks, and that'll be it. Although, nope, this is grass. So we're gonna see if we could turn. Beautiful -7 parked over here. As I said, I'm really considering getting that. Might use it for the Africa tour. I don't know. Thinking about it though. So this scenery that I'm using right now is not stock. This is a scenery from flightsim.to. Just look up EGYP, you'll be able to find it. Okay, not sure why that's coming up. Alright folks, we're parked a little bit crooked, but we are parked. I'm gonna go ahead and shut off the engines because I realized we got dinged for this before.
Engine off.
Warning,
time logged.
essential bus.
The flight is finished. It has been monitored by on-air.
Standby bus can come off. Taxi lights off. Beacon off as well. Right, so I got dinged for the beacon being off when I shut off the engine. So I guess you weren't supposed to do that, but. Alright, so let's look at our flight timer. Looks like we were in the air for 1 hour and 49 minutes. Which is interesting because SimBrief had us at 1 hour 31 minutes. So it's kind of odd because we pretty much had a very strong tailwind the whole way, but here's what it is, folks. All right, so we're gonna head outside. Well, let's open the door first. Get this guy open. Start getting our cargo out. And come up here, something else I never do. Get our control locks on. And now we can go outside. And that is it, folks. Beautiful flight. And we're all done. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you see fit. Man, we're either almost done the trip down South and South America, or we are done. We'll see what the next trip is, but it's been a great ride so far, folks. We're going to start making our way back up north, and that's about it. Make sure to like, comment, I can't talk. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you see fit, and I will catch you guys on the next one. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy saying stay safe and most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.
Fly Island Guy, we're soaring so high. With reggae beats we touch the sky.